Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picks Tsuyoshi Kosaka to defeat Bas Rutten. And I'm here to talk about Marcus McGhee versus JP Buys. Buys is 9-5, 27 years old, and he's given up 3 inches of height and 2 inches of reach to 33-year-old Marcus McGhee, who is 7-1 as a pro. McGhee made his debut earlier this year, and all things considered, it was one of the best debuts I've ever seen, I guess. I doubt it's going to crack any top 10 countdown or whatever the fuck, but it's a very good debut. He got a rear naked choke over Journey Newsom, who is a jiu-jitsu black belt. That was the absolute last finish, the last outcome I expected in that fight. I thought he would have won by decision or knockout first, and I thought Journey Newsom would have won all 3 ways first. But instead it was Marcus McGhee via rear naked choke in round 2. And I'm aware he kind of beat him out of the fight with striking. He got the job done, certainly, and would have produced a finish. But the fact that he got the rear naked choke just made it that much more impressive. And I believe he took that fight on short notice as well. So it was just a killer debut for Marcus McGhee. He's got 7 wins, 6 via knockout and 1 via submission. And his one loss is by submission to Rafael do Nascimento. This guy rear naked choked him in round 1. Guy's a really, really good grappler. So Marcus McGhee, even though he showed something, he got a rear naked choke over a black belt in round 1. I'd say grappling is still his primary weakness. On the feet, he's a very dangerous guy. Got knockout power, carries it deep into the fight. He's got 2 finishes in round 2, 2 finishes in round 3. I don't think cardio is ever going to be an issue for this guy based on how he looked on short notice, and not to mention his finishes deeper into the fight. He's a dangerous guy, and he's dangerous enough to get JP Buys out of there. Buys is a guy who's got a potentially weak chin. He's got 5 losses, 3 of them come via knockout, 1 via submission, 1 via decision. He was knocked out by Joby Sanchez on the Contender Series. Bruno Silva, of course, knocked him out, and Cody Durden in the UFC. His chin is definitely weaker, even though he did go the distance with Montel Jackson. I almost said Montel Williams. But, yeah, he's a guy with a weak chin. He doesn't have bad power at all on his own. He's got 3 TKOs in his 9 victories, and we've seen he's got good pop at his punches, but really he's a wrestler, and most of his wins, 5 of them, come by submission. He's a guy that's got 2 guillotines, 2 rear nakeds, and 1 triangle. He's a wrestler, JP Buys, and he fights like a wrestler. But he's always going to have that weak chin. He doesn't have that real, imposing danger at the UFC level anyway, where I think he's going to be steamrolling too many guys. And that's only going to leave for more opportunities for his chin to be cracked. Marcus McGhee, I think, is a good anti-wrestler who's going to be tough to catch in the first place, let alone tough to take down. And it won't be long before he cracks JP Buys. I've got Marcus McGhee winning by knockout. I haven't bet on this fight. I'm really just staying away from it because the odds are too shitty there. But the prop bets haven't dropped, and I will, if the odds are enticing enough, I'll bet on Marcus McGhee. Marcus McGhee by knockout is the pick. I trust that more than anything. It's at the point where I'd be surprised if that didn't happen here. So, like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.